Hey everybody, what is going on? So in this video, let's talk about the Disneyland Resort ticketing situation. So the Disneyland Resort has been officially allowing people now to buy tickets to the parks, right? And the first day was insane. There were like 12-hour waits for people just to get tickets to go to the parks. But since then, it's waned a lot. Okay. And you've seen now you can just go on the website and just buy tickets and reserve dates, and there's no problem. And I see a lot of, I'm going to say it, it's a lot of hyperbole and not a lot of narratives out there where people are saying, well, because every single day from now until the end of summer isn't sold out, it must be a failure. Disney has to be disappointed in that, right? And I'm here to say, no. Okay, look, it's not an apples to apples situation here. The parks, when they were packed full with a ton of people, had a mix of people buying tickets and a ton of annual pass holders. Right now, you only have people buying 1 day, 2 day tickets. Every person that has a reservation on any day in the foreseeable future had to buy a ticket. They had to buy a ticket. So financially, it might look different to internally for Disney than it does for us looking on the outside. Bodies in the park don't always equate to more money. It doesn't. I like to use this example of a mall. Okay, you can have a mall that's packed full of people, but if 80% of those people are just kids hanging out and not buying anything, the mall is not making any money, despite the fact that there's a ton of people at the mall. Same idea here. A lot of annual pass holders go to the parks once a week, a few times a month. So after the third or fourth visit, their annual pass is basically paid for. This current situation is different. Every single person that steps foot in either park had to pay for that admission ticket. So we just don't know the financials of of this situation. They might be making, honestly, and I don't know, I'm just giving you a possibility. They might be making more money right now with less people. That is a possibility. You might be able to have only 15 or 20% capacity, but since every single person going into the park is paying for a ticket, they might actually be making more money than they would with a park full of annual pass holders. But nobody wants to acknowledge that. All they see, it's like tunnel vision. Well, it's not sold out, therefore it's a failure. That's not necessarily the case. And look, I'm not here to tell you guys one way or the other. I'm not here to convince you or say definitively that they are making more money now than they were before, because I don't know. Just like every other YouTuber, they don't know. None of us are the chief financial officer of the Walt Disney Company. All I'm saying in this video is that to have an open mind and consider the fact that it's not the same situation that it was when you had all those annual pass holders filling in the gaps. Okay, so with everyone buying their own individual ticket right now, the financials might look better than you think they do from the outside. Just because the every day isn't sold out doesn't mean that Disney is necessarily disappointed. Okay, you just don't know. And that's really what I wanted to say here with this video, is just that I see a lot of narratives out there that, like, because every single day isn't sold out, then it's somehow a failure and Disney's super disappointed. You just don't know that. You don't know the revenue. You don't know how much money they're making based on this comparative to what they were making when the parks were full of annual pass holders. You just don't know. And again, I'm not trying to make a definitive statement here. I'm just trying to give people another possibility to consider. That's all. And again, we might get a quarterly earnings report in the future that says, you know what, this was an abysmal failure. We might, but I'm not there yet. I don't know yet. I don't know what's the situation, and I'm not going to say one way or the other. Okay, and I think it's irresponsible for a lot of people to come out there and say that. So that's where I'm at with this. I think that we don't know what's going on in terms of what Disney was expecting, what they're getting, the revenue coming in compared to before. We just we don't have the data for that. We just don't know. But I really want to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts on the parks not selling out? Do you agree with me that we just don't know the internals in terms of what they're making money-wise to really make a definitive statement? Or do you agree with the general narrative out there that, well, if they're not selling out every single day, then it must be a failure? What are your thoughts on this? I would absolutely love to hear from you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye, y'all.